The Arthur-Lovington Knights are 8 minutes away from making it to the sectional championship here, the Class 1A Danville-Schlarman sectional. They have a 39-29 lead over Salt Fork. And you're watching high school boys basketball on DouglasCountyDigest.com. Chris Patton and Luke Johnson. We have seen a inspired effort from Arthur-Lovington tonight, but Salt Fork goes into the post right there on the very first possession and draws a foul against Arthur-Lovington. They'll head to the free throw line.
And immediately Salt Fork's doing what they need to do. Go down low, get fouls, finish the three-point play at times, be physical.
Foul goes against Arthur-Lovington's Andrew Maxwell, his second. Free throw put up and in by Alec Dutton. Dutton with 8 tonight. That's his first point in the second half. He's going to get one more here. And he makes that one as well. 39-31. 7:45 left to go in the ball game. Winner gets Cissna Park Friday, March 1st. Maxwell going to get, no, I thought they were going to give him the travel, but instead he was bumped. That was why he took the steps. Foul against Salt Fork.
A tough call.
There was some contact there, and it looked like they were going to, the whistle again didn't come right after the contact. I don't know why I'm complaining, though. I'd never do their job. 39-31. Arthur with it now. Caleb Schrock picked up his dribble, hoped to find Maxwell. Tyler Schuring got it. He's going to drive through the lane and get stripped. They're going to say it's on the ground, though, so no free throw shots will be coming up.
And now's not the time you want to be reaching and getting fouls called on you. You need to play good defense, get rebounds, get turnovers, go the other way.
Schuring throws it back across half court, basically on the half court line. That foul went against Alec Dutton, his first team's 5th. Schuring with it now. Curtis Plank going to drive, then pull it right back out and try and find the screen set by Siegmiller, who pick and rolled right to the basket. Evan Siegmiller lays it in on the left side. He's got his 4th point of the night. Back up to a 10-point Arthur-Lovington lead. 7 minutes left to go.
And Arthur needs to keep this going. They need to keep the defensive pressure on and keep the hands active. Curtis
Little volleyball game goes into the post. Stutzman unable to control it. Arthur-Lovington takes it away, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Salt Fork as Caleb Schrock tries to go to the basket.
My man Curtis Plank everywhere there. Good defense, got a hand on the ball, kept after it all by himself, saved it into his teammate.
Kind of looked like Scrappy Doo going up against the much bigger Stutzman there, trying to keep him from getting a clean hand on it. Siegmiller with a jumper that rolls around, doesn't go down right there. Johnny on the spot, always there. Curtis Plank puts his team up 12. 6:30 left to go.
Smallest guy on the floor getting a rebound over the big guy and putting it up and in.
Schuring back out on top there, guarding the point guard. Air ball, 3-pointer from the corner for Salt Fork. And we're going to get a little riding foul called there against Taylor Kirby, who just does not agree. Salt Fork has not been able to kind of keep up with how this game has been played tonight.
And Arthur's just been a little bit more aggressive at times, out hustling Salt Fork a couple of times. And some of the calls, can go both ways a little bit, but
and they have.
Overall, it's been consistent.
I don't think they were expecting that kind of defense, and then when they try and do it back, it seems like they're getting caught a little bit. Another give and go there by Arthur. They've done a nice job tying things up. Who's that going to go out of bounds off of? It goes out of bounds off of Ross Leonard for Salt Fork. Arthur will retain possession in front of the media tables and under their basket.
Curtis Plank, another good eye for his cutters there, finding Caleb Schrock on the baseline.
Kind of an I got it, you take it situation there, trying to decide who had possession with it. Leonard was about to fall out of bounds when he had it. Schuring going to drive, pull up jumper, good! Tyler Schuring finding a groove with those shots tonight. It's now a 14-point Arthur-Lovington lead, 5:45 left to go in the fourth. Schuring's going to pick one up out front.
You know, Tyler Schuring's been kind of cold the last couple of games we've watched. He hasn't been as effective offensively. I think he's decided to end that streak.
With some of the earlier games we saw, he was really on from outside. And like I said, he has been a little cold from outside, but he's found a way tonight to get those pull-up kind of free throw line extended jumpers to go down. Salt Fork gets it in, almost loose as it does, but we're going to have a foul called against Arthur-Lovington.
And if you're Arthur, you don't want to stop the clock. You want that clock to run. That clock needs to run.
Nick Martina picks up his second, team sixth. Both teams with 6 fouls, so we'll be going to the free throw line here pretty soon. Three-pointer put up and rims around and out. Siegmiller gets the rebound. Gives it ahead to Caleb Schrock. He's going to dish it off to Siegmiller, who gets some cutters going and instead passes it over to Nick Martina. And the Arthur-Lovington fans letting themselves be heard, getting behind their team as they try and whittle this clock down, maintain or even expand on this 14-point lead. Drive to the basket, Martina finds space, lays it up too hard though, and it goes off. And Salt Fork takes it, throws it ahead, throws it too far ahead though, and it goes out of bounds. Lerner led his man just a little too much, goes out of bounds, and Arthur-Lovington will take possession. Just under 5 minutes left to go in the ballgame.
And I think Salt Fork's a little out of their own rhythm. This is not how they normally play. They usually play a slower style is what it seems. And Arthur has just picked up the tempo so much that they're trying to play at Arthur's speed, at Arthur's pace. And when you've got a hockey lineup for a bench, that's not, you don't want to play that game.
Salt Fork just sent Max Stutzman to the bench. He very well could have sat sometime before now, but this is the first time I've noticed him on the bench tonight. 4:50 left to go in the game, 14-point Arthur-Lovington lead. Both these teams at one point during their regional play didn't look like they'd be here. Salt Fork trailed late in the regional semifinal and the regional championship. Arthur-Lovington took a furious 3-point barrage to win their regional championship. Had to go the length of the floor in 2 seconds and needed a late heave by Clayton Hahn to put him in this position. 4:15 left to go. Arthur winding things down here, showing that patience that they showed us so much early on this year.
And they really don't have to do anything. If they can stand out there and dribble for the next 4 minutes, they can do it.
And we're going to jump ball here after Caleb Schrock's shot wouldn't go down. You know, it seems like every time we say that this year, we say you don't have to do anything, and that's always right when they go. So it's, you know, it's just kind of the natural instinct of a ball player. You get that look, and it's just that, you know, confidence thinking you can do it.
What I'm saying, you know, if you can stand out there and dribble, because Salt Fork just has token pressure on the ball right now. But if you get a wide open layup or you get a wide open shot, you can go ahead and take those because you have the lead.
Arthur has struggled at times from the free throw line this year. I think it kind of cost him in the LOVC semifinal against Heritage. They just weren't able to salt that one away, had a big lead. We'll see if that comes into play here tonight, because eventually Salt Fork's going to have to start going after him, you would think. We'll see him go after him there. Arthur maintains it, and we're going to see free throws right here as we get a foul on Salt Fork. Foul should go against Taylor Kirby. That should be his fourth.
Might be a little bit of a frustration foul. Arthur's had the ball for a good, 40 seconds down here. It's time to get something new going.
Just under 4 minutes left to go in the game. Arthur-Lovington 14-point lead, 45-31, and they are going to send 6-foot sophomore guard Avery Schrock to the free throw line. Schrock has yet to score tonight. That's not usually though where Schrock contributes. He's one of those guys that gives you a sure hand coming in off the bench, running things, and he stepped out and taken over that point guard defense role. Avery Schrock with his first point of the night gives his team a 15-point lead, 3:57 left to go in the fourth.
And watching this game, I think Arthur wants to get back and play defense. They have had a terrific night playing defense so far, pressuring the ball. I think they're enjoying it.
Winner moves on to the Friday, March 1st regional champion, or sectional championship, excuse me. Three-pointer put up and rims around, no good. Still one three-pointer tonight for Salt Fork.
And I give Caleb Schrock, number 23 for Arthur, props. He's been playing a bigger guy for 3 quarters, and he's boxed him out amazingly well. Kept him away from rebounds.
And he got that man way away from the basket and was able to blow past him. Couldn't finish off the layup, though. 16-point Arthur-Lovington lead. No good, there we go that time. Box out, doesn't work. Stutzman gets the rebound off the miss. Ross Lerner's shot, puts it up and in. 47-33, 3:06 remains. We got a timeout called by Salt Fork.
And it's getting to the point for Salt Fork that you may want to sub in some outside shooters to play along with those big guys. 3 minutes left to go. Arthur's controlled this game from finish to 3 minutes, 6 seconds to the fourth quarter.
Is it a safe guess that a full court press is being drawn up in that huddle right now?
I would. If it was me, 3 minutes left, you're down 14. Yeah, you got to break something out to try and cut down that lead as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that's kind of my thinking too there. I see he's got the dry erase board, so chances are that might be what Andrew Johnson is drawing out there. But Arthur well versed in that, having just seen Central A&M last Saturday night.
And with the speed and athleticism of Arthur's guards, it really shouldn't be too much of a problem.
And it's basically a 4-guard lineup, and then Andrew Maxwell's the biggest player on the floor, but he's played like a guard tonight, so we'll call it the 5-guard lineup for the Arthur-Lovington Knights.
I say it shouldn't be a problem, but you never know.
That's why they play the games.
Exactly.
Inbounded to Caleb Schrock. Avery Schrock with it now. Caleb gets it batted back in his face, taken away. Cole Taylor's going to drive, and we have a blocking foul against Arthur-Lovington, and Cole Taylor is going to go to the free throw line.
And if you're Coach Schuring, that's probably not how you wanted to run your press break.
Avery Schrock called for the foul. His third, team's 7th.
I'll give him this. That's the first time they've seen it, so a turnover was probably in the works.
I'm guessing, though, that they were told that it was coming.
Yeah.
Dale Schuring, the attention to detail he pays, I'm guessing he told them that was coming, and they just kind of struggled with that first time. 2 free throws good for Cole Taylor. He's got 9. Here comes that trap again. Caleb Schrock with it. Now Curtis Plank. There goes the trap again. Tyler Schuring. Tyler's the quarterback of the football team. I thought maybe he'd throw a touchdown pass. Arthur-Lovington breaks the pressure. Thought about throwing it down. Maxwell's going to be running the baseline in case there's any wide open breaks. Schuring loses it. It's taken away. Salt Fork has it. Gives it up ahead. Layup good. Cole Taylor comes in after the steal. Maxwell has it now. Arthur-Lovington looks to advance. They give it ahead over here to Caleb Schrock. 47-37, 2:20 left to go in the game. He missed it inside, thought he was getting the contact, puts it up that time. No, the foul call is going to be on the floor, so the basket does not count. Caleb Schrock will, however, go to the free throw line for 2.
Oh, there's good and bad about that call, you know. You don't get the layup and the foul, but you get another chance. You get your free throws here, maybe get a chance to get a rebound and have the clock run off some more.
Cole Taylor picks up his 3rd foul for Salt Fork. 10-point Arthur-Lovington lead, 2 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. Stutzman back in for Salt Fork. Some offense-defense substitution patterns here probably from Andrew Johnson, the Salt Fork head coach. Clayton Hahn going to come into the game for Arthur-Lovington, going to replace Tyler Schuring. Hahn with no fouls, Schuring with 3. First one's good for Caleb Schrock. 5 points tonight for Caleb Schrock. His team has an 11-point lead. Misses that one though, almost gets the rebound, fights for it. Unable to take it away from Max Stutzman. Goes out of bounds off Caleb Schrock. It'll be Salt Fork ball.
Way to follow your miss, way to follow your miss.
I would expect nothing less from Caleb Schrock the way he gets after it. Drive to the basket. What do we get here? We get a block and a basket. Shot goes down for Ross Lerner. He's had a rough night tonight. He's got 4 fouls, but he has 8 points. Going to go to the free throw line for a chance to make it 9. 2:04 left in the game. 48-37. 48-39, excuse me. Arthur-Lovington leads.
He was close. I think he was still sliding a little bit there to get underneath.
Caleb Schrott called for the foul. Ross Lerner going to the free throw line, trying to cut it down to 8. He does. He's got 9. Salt Fork hanging around. They haven't been ranked in the state rankings for no reason this year.
And Arthur needs to take care of the ball. That's their biggest problem so far here at the end of the fourth quarter is they need to take care of the basketball.
2:04 left in the game. Schuring going to come back in. Caleb Schrott getting a well-deserved hand as he's going to take a seat and take a rest here for a minute.
And with the way this game's been played, it's been physical on the guard, so you have to be strong with the basketball as well. They're probably not going to call little touch fouls here. They're going to let it go a little bit.
All 4 players in the front court for Arthur-Lovington. Pass almost taken away, and Schuring gets a body block there as he is able to hold on to it. That's he almost lost it there, but he is going to go to the free throw line. Foul is on 15, Clayton Fulver, his second, team's 9th.
And we'll see if Arthur's free throw woes from the past couple games follow them here.
Tyler Schuring, he has 12 points tonight. Just under 2 minutes left to go. Arthur-Lovington with a 8-point lead. Free throw is good. Second one coming up. It's a 9-point lead. Schuring looking to make it 10. Bounces off the back iron and then goes down. Double-digit Arthur-Lovington lead yet again.
And Arthur doesn't want to foul. They want to play good defense, hands out, move your feet.
Avery Schrott drawing that point guard guarding role. Schuring blocks the shot. Scramble for the ball. It's going to go out of bounds off of Curtis Plank. It will stay with Salt Fork. What do we get called here? A little referee's timeout so we can get a shoe tied.
Yep.
1:47 left to go. 10-point Arthur-Lovington lead. You'd think with a minute 47 and a 10-point lead, you'd feel comfortable, but I don't think Arthur-Lovington's going to feel comfortable until that clock reads zeros and they're ahead in the score column. Long 3 doesn't go down, knocked around. Stutzman couldn't get it. Instead, Dutton got it. Stutzman going to try a 3. He knocks it down. Max Stutzman shoots a 3 over Andrew Maxwell, who's been on fire from 3 tonight. The big fellas getting into it from behind the arc. 1:28 left to go. 50-43. Arthur-Lovington leads.
And a big 3 there for Salt Fork. That's going to give them some energy to come out and play some full court defense here. They're going to be ready to go. Arthur has to be prepared to handle the pressure.
7-point Arthur-Lovington lead. Winner of this game takes on Cissna Park Friday, March 1st in the Danville-Schlarman Class 1A Sectional Championship. And the winner of that game moves on to Redbird Arena in Normal on the campus of Illinois State University.
And I look for Arthur to run some time off the clock. If I were Salt Fork and it gets probably about a minute 10, I'd start fouling just so you could make Arthur win it from the free throw line. You have a chance to come back at the end of the game.
Salt Fork, I think that was just the second 3-pointer for them tonight. They've had some looks from out there. They've had a couple, but a lot of times they've been tightly guarded out there, and things just haven't gone down for them.
Yeah, I think Salt Fork's guards are going to be tired after this game, after seeing all the red.
This game originally scheduled to be played on Wednesday night. Due to some weather on Tuesday, moved the Tuesday night game back to Wednesday, moved this game back to Thursday. So winner of this has to play 2 games in 2 days. Cissna Park at least has had a day, well, at least will have had a day off to rest. Trap and a steal. Salt Fork puts it up, it bounces around, no good. Little man right there to get the rebound. Who loses it? It goes out of bounds off of Salt Fork. Curtis Plank, 5'9" junior guard, picking up a rebound. What do we got here? We got a referee going over to the scorers table, looking for a towel. We've had some real issues cleaning up the floor tonight. The ref's constantly looking for towels. Some wet spots on the floor here.
A lot of guys on the floor. Feels like it's getting a little hotter in here too, so everybody's sweating.
There must be a hockey rink underneath the floor too. And folks are starting to get up. I think we might have to get up alongside them.
Have to finish this.
We are in the crowd here. Arthur with the pass goes out of bounds. I think it did get off the fingertips of Salt Fork there. Alec Dutton went up and tried to take it away. I think if he just kind of stayed his ground there, it would have gone out of bounds off Tyler Schuring.
Arthur got a lucky break there that a Salt Fork player got a hand on the ball. Clayton
Hahn into the game, going to replace Evan Siegmiller. Back to that 4/5 guard lineup for Arthur-Lovington. Minute 16 left on the clock. We got a referee conference here. We're going to the student section. Now they're going to look at the basket. What we're checking out here, the team's going to run to their side of the floor. We're going to throw it up there and try and get things straightened out. All right, the net was a little caught up, I guess. Here we go. Minute 16 left to go in the fourth. 7-point Arthur-Lovington lead. It's 50-43.
And Arthur's got to be tough with the ball. This is where it comes down. This is what it comes down to. Got to hang on to it. You're gonna get bumped. You're gonna get hit. You're gonna get slapped. It's just a fact.
Clayton Hahn broke open around the back, but they weren't able to. They weren't really looking for that. They're just looking to get it inbounds. And Tyler Schuring with it now. They find Maxwell. He's going to run the baseline. Is he going to shoot? He does. He's fouled. They're going to say it's on the floor. Basket won't count, but he is going to get a 1-and-1.
That's all right.
We've wondered how aggressive Arthur would be going to the basket. Maxwell's been running that baseline to perfection all night long. He does it there. Draws a foul, though. 1:04 left to go. Arthur up 7.
Great job by Andrew Maxwell. Again, sees a wide open lane. That's what I'm talking about. You want to use as much clock as possible. If you have a wide open lane, you got to take it.
And they've had some wide open lanes tonight a couple times where they weren't able to finish off the shot. This time he was able to draw the foul. He did make the shot, but it got wiped off.
He gets 2 free throws, though, because they're 10 fouls.
Oh, okay. I was looking at Arthur's side there a second ago. Makes the first one 51-43. Can't say enough about Andrew Maxwell's performance these last 2 games. But we might try in the postgame. Makes them both. (52-43). 1 minute left to go in the game. Arthur-Lovington knocks it away. Ball goes out of bounds off Avery Schrock. Salt Fork will have possession. We're going to look at the floor again here. Ross Lerner was telling the referee, hey, there's a slick spot there. J.J. Carter out on the floor to wipe it up. Salt Fork to inbound right in front of the scorer's table. Lerner gets it down to Dutton. Fake giving it back, but he puts up the 3. It's short. And it's tapped back in. Who does it go out of bounds off of? Goes out of bounds off of Alec Dutton. Arthur-Lovington ball.
Good fundamentals by Arthur. Great boxing out underneath. Made it difficult for him to save the ball going out of bounds.
Nice look there for Salt Fork. Just can't get it go down. Well short. 52.4 remains. 9-point Arthur-Lovington lead. Hahn balled up for a second there. Is able to get it off, and it's going to get to Curtis Plank. He splits through the defenders. Wide open under the basket is Tyler Schuring, who puts it in. That one might just be the dagger, folks. Shot goes up. It rattles out. No good. Rebounded by number 23 for Salt Fork, Noah Dar. We're going to get a foul against Arthur-Lovington. Going to stop the clock. 54-43, 32.5 left to go in the fourth. The Knights have an 11-point lead, and Some Salt Fork faithful are filing out of the gym here at Schlarman Academy.
11 points in 30 seconds is a tall order to handle.
Especially when you've only made 2 threes all night. And that's not really their game. Their game has been to go inside. Here we go. We're going to put up free throw is Noah Dar. No good. Tapped around, tapped back. Arthur has it. Foul against Salt Fork. And we're going to have a number 11, Avery Struck's going to step to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Seal it right here, so there's no question about it. 2 free throws.
54-43, just under 30 seconds left to go. And it looks like Arthur-Lovington going to move on to the sectional championship. Good. Avery Strock, 3 points, all from the free throw line here in the second half. 55-43, it's a 12-point lead. Second shot's good. 13-point lead now for Arthur. Just kind of get out of the way.
Yeah.
And just as we say that, there's an air ball 3-pointer. Clayton Hahn going to come in and take the place of Caleb Schrock.
Now you just pass it in and hang on to the ball.
Exactly. Yeah, proving to be a little bit of an issue. It's going to stay with Arthur, though. Kind of got trapped in no man's land there, but there's 20 seconds left. 13-point Arthur-Lovington lead. They're going to move on and take on Cissna Park Friday, March 1st in the Schlarman Class 1A Sectional Championship. Salt Fork has backed off their defense. The fists go up in the air, the arms get raised. And this one, folks, is 5 seconds away from being over. The Arthur-Lovington Knights move on. They defeat Salt Fork 56-43. An inspired effort all around from the Arthur-Lovington team, Luke.
Yeah, Arthur came out. Maxwell was hot. I mean, scorching. He scored 6 of their first 8 points. They ran the offense through him. It was great. As a whole, amazing defense from Arthur. Pressure all over the court. Pressure on the guys with the ball, bringing it up the floor. It was terribly difficult. I would not want to be the sophomore. I would not want to be any guard bringing the ball up against the pressure that they were facing one-on-one here tonight. It was amazing to see Arthur come out with that kind of defensive intensity. And Salt Fork, credit Salt Fork, I mean, they battled. I mean, it was, for a while there, it was only 8 points. And they just kept on chipping away, and then finally it just got to be a little bit too much. Too much Andrew Maxwell, too much Tyler Schuring, and just too much Arthur defense. And for Arthur, you got to credit Curtis Plank for leading the team, making great decisions when he drove to the basket, finding guys that were open on the baseline, finding guys open for shot, hustle, scrappy play all around for the Arthur team. And you know, props to Salt Fork making it this far. They had some rough games coming into this one, and maybe just not a lot of energy left. A couple of days off, kind of, you know, jet lagged maybe a little bit. But congratulations to Arthur moving on to play Cissna Park. They will have a tough challenge from Cissna Park, from what I've been told.
Yeah, Cissna Park, historically a very strong program, of course. So is Arthur, so is Salt Fork for that matter. So no shortage of traditional contenders here in this sectional. Let's give you the scoring total for here. Let's go ahead with Salt Fork. They had, led by Max Stutzman, the big guy in the post, had 14. Cole Taylor came on in the second half, had 9 points in the second half for a total of 11. And then Ross Leonard and Alec Dutton both had 9, 43 points for Salt Fork. For the victorious Arthur-Lovington Knights, they were led by Andrew Maxwell, 23 points. He had 16 of those at halftime, and he had 5 3-pointers, and his big contribution in the second half was that he made 4 free throws when they really counted. Tyler Schuring had 16. He came up big from from kind of the free throw line extended. Very good job tonight with some pull-up jumpers. Those are two big scores. Caleb Schrock had 5, and then we had 3 guys with 4 points. Avery Schrock, Curtis Plank, and Evan Siegmiller. So the final score is 56-43. And Luke, it's just crazy to think just last Saturday, Arthur-Lovington 2 seconds away from their season being over, and now they are playing in the sectional championship.
Well, they just don't quit.
All right, well, that's a wrap on this one, and you can watch the sectional championship game between Cissna Park and Arthur-Lovington here on DouglasCountyDigest.com, and we will talk to you then. For Luke Johnson, I'm Chris Patton. Thanks for watching.